Butterflies. It's a butterfly kind of day. Hello, happy Friday, y'all. Welcome into the craft room. My name is Susan and this is Revive DIY and Upcycled Designs by Sue. I'm so glad you're here with me. Come on into the craft room with me. We're gonna do a project time, but it's actually finishing a project that I already started and I just thought I would bring you along for it so you can see what the next step would be for heat setting a vinyl and creating it into a sticker, making it into a sticker. So I need to get these ready for a gift. So I thought, why don't I just go ahead and share that idea with my friends? Plus, my day is already, gotten late. I've had a lot of stuff I had to get done today, and I still need to go take the little guy over and visit her and say goodbye to his teacher. So to his old, his preschool and camp teacher. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to get back on for another project. So I thought, well, let me just share this because this is an important technique, trick, tip, something like that, that you might want to know. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me explain what we've got going on. So anyway, let me pull up my video. It is coming in loud and clear. Hooray. So that's a good thing. I'm going to sprinkle this out. And what that means is just to tag a friend, share it to a group, share it to a friend, put it on your page, something like that. Anything you do is considered what we call sprinkling. And I'm just so thankful when you do that. That's why I do my monthly giveaway, just as a way to say thank you back to you for helping to spread my love of creating with you guys and then out into the universe. So it just really helps my page grow and I appreciate it. Every single solitary one that does it. Anyway, I just did that to my VIP group, which is just basically a private crafting group that I have where I can do a little more specialized. This, if you think of this is kind of like the storefront. The Facebook page is the storefront saying, hey, look, this is my store. This is what we got in here, if you go to the mall. But then the VIP group is like when you come on inside, and then I can do a little bit more one-on-one with you guys. I will be actually, if I can get my act together, I will be doing a special in there this weekend. And I had also offered an opportunity for a virtual crafting opportunity for the weekend. So if you're in my VIP group, you already know about that. And if you'd like to be in my VIP group, let me just put a link on here real quick. And I'm probably gonna have to use my glasses, y'all, because I have my distance contacts in, no readers in today. And let me just see if I can grab this. Here it is. Okay, there it is. I don't think I can usually do this until after I have actually gone live, and I'll show you that. Okay, there we go. Now I've added that VIP group link on there as well, so you can access it. But anyway, I want to talk to you about what I got going on. Look at all these beautiful colors here, you guys. Isn't this gorgeous? So, and then we've got one little tiny light bulb. If you remember, we did this on our Watts of Love project on Wednesday night. I was making a sticker out of it. So we're going to finish that too, since we're doing them all. And then all of these are butterflies from one of our transfers that we offered that came out. It's our etched butterflies. And did that come out in, I think that it either came out in February. I think it came out in February, not July. I feel like it did because then it would have been out for spring and it was definitely a spring launch item, I'm pretty sure. But this was one that has 3 different size butterflies. And then it also, I believe, has a moth in it, I believe. And it had a couple other really cool items with it. If that transfer is still available, I did not get time to go on and check for that beforehand. If it's still available, I will link it in comments after I get off of this live. But I'm on a time frame and I got delayed because we got our littlest guys. I found out that the teacher assignment and finding out what day they were going to be able to go to school next week for their first full day, what came out. So I ended up getting into that right before I came on live. So that's why I was a couple minutes late as usual. But I've got everything out that I need and it's going to be super easy. And you guys are going to be blown away by how easy it is once I show you what's going on. So all these butterflies I inked the other night. So this is ink. This is our Chalk Couture ink. And as you can see on some of them, I mixed 2 color inks. And I chose all the different color vinyl that I had on hand that I thought would be colorful, and go with butterflies. So some of them I mixed the different color inks because I wanted, you know, something that looked a little bit different. Some of them I just did one color. This one I mixed, that one I mixed, and some of them just look different because they're on a different color background. That one I mixed. That one was just a solid color. This was our wonderful silver. And so all of these were inked, as you can see. Aren't these gorgeous? Those are gorgeous. And there's still even more to the set. And I let them dry. So I did these, I didn't do them Wednesday night. I feel like I did them Tuesday night when I still, not the days that I worked, because the days that I worked, I didn't have time to do anything extra at night. So I did these, I'm pretty sure, Tuesday night. So they've been drying for several days. The whole idea when you ink a project or ink something is that you want to let it dry at least 24 hours. Unless you speed it up with a drying tool, which you can definitely do. I just don't usually do that. But let it dry at least 24 hours and then it's ready to be heat set. Whether it's in the oven, whether it's with an iron, whether it's with a heat press, whatever it is, that's when it'll be ready. After 24 hours, it should be dry. I would think on a rare occasion it wouldn't be. Maybe if you didn't have any air conditioning in your home and it was a very humid environment, maybe it would take longer than 24 hours. And you can definitely let it go longer than that. But at the minimum, I would suggest 24 hours. And you might have to test that out the first time you try it. But this is just vinyl. Some of this was a whole set. This is premium vinyl. Some of it I got was the actual Cricut brand, and some of it is from the Dollar Tree, you guys. Like, I think that one's Dollar Tree. I'm not sure which ones. I know the blue one is, but I can't remember what other colors. So it doesn't have to be the most expensive. It could be the Cricut brand. It could be whatever brand you like that is a vinyl that's able to be heat set. Now, it has dried, and I did notice my hair's still wet, you guys. I had to get a shower today, wash my hair. But I didn't get to it until late because of all my other commitments. But this guy, I made, there was a little bit, I reused the transfer several times. I didn't wash it in between each time I used it. And I see like a couple places on there that are kind of like smudged that I would like to clean up. I don't think it's going to be noticed where they're going to be used. But to me, I would like to clean it up a little bit. So after it's dry, I wait with ink until after it's dry because I feel like it's easier to work with. And right now it's very sticky or tacky. You know it's heat set if it's not tacky, but I am just going to kind of clean up around the edges before I heat set it. And you know how much I love this tool, you guys. This is one of my favorite tools, and especially for getting boo-boos. And basically all I'm doing is kind of like scraping off the ink that I already put on there that shouldn't be, okay? So that's all I'm doing. And like I said, I don't know that anybody would notice but me, but it bothers me, so I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. I think once it's being used where it's meant to go, it's not even gonna be noticeable. So that was just a couple little things I had noticed when I did it the other day, and I actually added a little extra here to the dots because I wanted them to stand out with another color. So I feel like that's probably good enough. Good enough, but I'm just gonna kind of scrape it off a little bit with this detail tool. And I've told you how much I love this thing. I use it almost every project because I make mistakes. Maybe you don't. That's awesome if you don't. And if you don't have a detail tool, find something else that will work. I do have other things that I've used in the past. So now we need to heat set this. So we're gonna need to put it at a high heat. What I do is, for me, especially little stuff like this, or like hats or small designs that I am trying to heat set, I use my craft iron. So this is just like basically a travel iron. I got it from Wally World. It's just a little travel iron, but I keep it in my craft room and I use it exclusively for crafts. And I know that Cricut makes one that's a heat press, it's a small heat press, but I didn't feel like I needed to spend the money on that and get the same result with this. I just turn it up to max, and this has never had water in it, and that's important whenever you're heat setting something. Don't ever use one that has water in it. If you are using your regular iron, please make sure you have emptied all the water out and maybe even let it dry for a couple of days before you go to use it, because you don't want any moisture messing up your ink. That's gonna, reactivate. It's gonna make your ink wet again, and then it might smear as you're trying to set it. So we will heat set. I'm gonna turn that all the way to high. I didn't have it all the way on. We are gonna heat set it first, and then I'm gonna cut it out and trim it. Now, I won't bore you. I'll just do one or two. I won't bore you with the whole thing of showing you cutting it out, but I will show you a few of them so that you can see. And these just happen to be a little pair of scissors. Honestly, you guys, I think I got it in a kit with, let me show you the other things. Like these things, I feel like I got this at the Dollar Tree in a kit. So, you know, get some little, and I do use all of these items. You've seen me use the scraper. I definitely use these scissors. If I didn't, then I might have got it by itself at the Dollar Tree, just because you need a little small thing that you can get around the smaller areas in. So that's why I like to use these. I do have somewhere a nice pair of Fiskars, little small, very sharp, pointy scissors that I used to use in scrapbooking, but I have not taken the time to hunt for those. So I just use these. And as long as these work okay, I'm all right. We're good. And also the other thing you might even could use is, you know how you can get the scissors that you use on your eyebrows just to trim your eyebrows? Those would work too because they're really small and they're very sharp. Don't have to invest a lot in those kinds of materials for these crafting projects, just so you know. But even though I don't have a Cricut and I don't advocate for a Cricut because I feel like this is so much faster, you still can use Cricut paper and this is still going to take less time than weeding would. So once this heats up all the way, I have my little heat mat here that I'm going to put my different ones on, and I'll probably, maybe I'll do, I'll set the small ones over to the side for right now, and we'll do a couple big ones first. I'm just going to set some of those on here and push these out of the way. Now, these aren't wet, so if I touch them, it doesn't necessarily smear them, but they are tacky, so I could still damage them. Now, a heat mat, place them on there, and then you need parchment paper. Parchment paper like you use, or like you use for baking, right? Or you can use one of these. I prefer parchment paper that way, you know, in the odd event that the ink might still be wet, I don't want to get ink on my mat, but this is one of those little heat sheets that you can use as well. All of that stuff I think I got on Amazon, you guys. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. I don't remember shopping for it. I'm pretty sure I got it on Amazon. But you're going to use a piece of parchment paper, and just for the sake of size, I'm going to fold this one in half. Not wax paper. You will ruin whatever you're doing if you use wax paper. Don't use wax paper. Make sure it is parchment paper like you would bake with. And then once I have it, I have my parchment paper. Once my iron is up as hot as it'll go, which hopefully by now, let's see if my light is off, so that must mean it's ready. I'm just going to take my iron and place my parchment paper on there, and I am just going to start applying the heat. I don't know if you guys have ever done like transfers, like I used to do t-shirts all the time. And I would print something on an inkjet, and then I would use transfer paper, and then I would make t-shirts. Okay, that's bugging me. I can't see, and it's scooching. So I just need really one layer anyway. I just thought I'd try it this way. But you're just going to apply heat, and you're going to do it for, I believe our directions say with an iron, it's about 4 minutes. You might be able to get away with less than that. This is such a small iron, and it's very compact, and all the heat is centralized in one area, but I believe our instructions, if you were to look it up, would show you 4 minutes. So basically you really just want to make sure you heat it well. So, and keep it moving. I suggest keep it moving. I don't usually place mine in just one area. Even when I'm using my heat press, I usually move it just a little bit, at least once in the process, because I don't want to, you know, take a chance of burning an area. I don't even know that that would happen with the heat press, but it could. So just go over your image really well. I haven't done a sticker in a while, and I don't have a timer on right now, and I probably won't do the full 4 minutes. But the whole idea is you're getting it hot enough basically to cure the ink. It dries it all the way. It cures it. It makes it so it's not tacky anymore, because then you know it's ready to go. And it won't be messed up in the future. And I'm just making these as stickers that she can put on. We were talking about an area she wants some or the entrance is for the butterflies. That's the class name. And she didn't want it to look she didn't want it to offend neighbors. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I could do it right on her. She was talking about a planter. I was thinking I could do it right on the planter. But I was like, you know what? I could make them in sticker form and give it to her, and then she can put it on the door or on the planters or wherever she wants to put them. So that was my plan. That's my plan for today. So once I've heat set that, I'm gonna let it cool just a minute, and then I'm gonna pull it back. And I'm gonna go ahead and start on this one while that's cooling a little bit. I can already tell it's fine. I'm pretty sure I don't need to add any more heat to it, but let's go ahead and start this one. Wish I could see what time it is so I know. How is it going with you guys? It is Friday, September 4th. We are getting ready to go into a holiday weekend. Hallelujah, 3-day weekend. Are you as excited as I am? I had a hard time getting out of bed this morning, y'all. I actually finally slept the whole night through once I got to bed. And I had a hard time getting up early this morning for my son. I was really dragging, so I can't wait for tomorrow morning not to have to wake up to an alarm or get up before the sunshine. Whew, it's gonna be nice for 3 days. For 3 days, I'm looking forward to it. And it's like 89, it says right now. I don't know what it feels like, but I know the humidity is definitely less than it has been. So it's not terrible out there. Got a little bit of blue sky, a little bit of clouds. I think I haven't looked at it today, but when I looked yesterday, they were calling for a chance of rain on Monday, which kind of a bummer, but we'll see what happens. So I usually just keep the iron moving all around. I know if you've done the t-shirts, like I said in the past, it always would say hold it for 30 seconds and then move it. And I think you could do that to an extent. If it's heat safe vinyl, you should be all right. And I'm not experienced with vinyl, so I don't have a lot of knowledge on it to be able to tell you, oh, this is what you do, I think most vinyl is. Now, I have actually some vinyl that has glitter, but I wasn't sure how my image would do, whether it would be good enough or not. We're just gonna go with that and see how this is. So I'm gonna pull it off of here. I'm gonna pull and it will, as you, it does change the texture of your vinyl. I don't know if you can see that, but let me just feel it. If it's cool, if it feels tacky or not, I can't tell. It doesn't feel like it's tacky, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're gonna take it off. That one definitely doesn't feel tacky. It's still pretty hot. I'm gonna set it over to the side. If I feel like I need to run it on it again, I will. But that's really all you do, guys. Now this one is my glitter ink. So even though I didn't use glitter vinyl, I could use glitter ink. And her favorite color is purple. And I thought, well, you gotta have, and I think she likes shiny things like I do. So I thought, oh, I gotta give her a shimmer purple. A purple one with some sparkle and pizzazz on it. So I'm just thankful. The other two things that I got for her to use in that area are store-bought, but I think they're great and unique, and they're gonna work for what she wants. But I like to add a little handmade element to everything. It just, when gift giving, I just love to be able to do that, guys. And if you think that you would too, then please just send me a message. I'll gladly give you the information about how you can access the supplies that I use for these projects, or if you're interested in signing up for the Club Couture, or if you wanted to be a designer, you can be a designer in the US for $9.95. So just send me a message. I'll gladly send you the link. No pressure, no obligation, but if you're interested in learning more about it, you get 40% off of retail for any of the items that I share on here. As a designer, you can create your own designs. You can make things to sell. You can make things to give as gifts or just for your home. That was why I got started in it, you guys, was just to be able to make decor for my own home. I didn't realize I was going to decide to turn it into a business. I just really, it was the right choice for me. So, and I am so thankful, and it's one that I can grow it as I want to grow it, which makes me even more happy. You know, as I get more and more independence from caretaking, now that my littlest guy is going into kindergarten, and of course my youngest of my own, that's my grandson going into kindergarten that we co-parent with, my son. He's a single dad and has full custody. So we help co-parent, and that's the stage I'm in on that, and that's what we've committed to do. So, but my youngest is a senior in high school, so that's when I started this. I thought I was already, you know, going to be a little more, have a little more independence, because he doesn't need a lot, obviously. But this is one of those businesses I can push forward or pull back, whatever I need, which makes me very happy that I can do that. And still get to create and craft and share my love of creating with you guys. And hopefully inspire you. Hopefully inspire you with some ideas. So, this takes longer than it does to do the actual inking of the projects, you guys. Just the heat setting. So, and even that doesn't take long, especially for the results, and that it's something unique and you get to craft it. That's what makes it cool in my book. All right, let's see. See what I mean? Isn't that cool? Now this definitely is Cricut paper, because it says Cricut on the back. So I'm just going to set all these over here out of the way to dry. Isn't that cool to be able to take any image that we have on any of our designs with ink and make it into a sticker? I love that idea, especially if you have something that maybe you can't chalk on. You know, there are some things that it's harder to chalk on because of the shape of them, but you could still put a sticker on it. You know, the to-go travel mugs and stuff, I've been doing that. I've been putting stickers all on those. Plus, it's a fun way to use the minis as well, which is what we did here with the, I'm just going to go ahead and get each of them hit at least once, and then we'll stay with one. Let's see, so. I used to sit there and count or put a timer on, but I can't do that because I'm on here live. I got to get going. I got to hurry. Oh, this day has gotten away from me. This day has gotten away from me. I could always potentially just take it by her house too. I just thought of that. She lives in my neighborhood, so I could just take it by her house to her. I don't want to rush and not do it well. So tell me in comments if you guys have any big plans for the holiday weekend. It does not feel like Labor Day weekend to me. I cannot believe it's Labor Day weekend. We do not have any plans. I would like to get outside. Hopefully the weather will be nice enough that I can get outside at least one of the days, either Sunday or Monday. And I think I'm going to draft my fellas to come help me with a garden project that I need a little bit more muscle. And hopefully the weather will cooperate. And I think, and I'm hoping, it might be Sunday, I'm not sure, but that I can get to, I have not been to like Ollie's or Big Lots in forever. I've just been too busy with working and with the different stuff we've had going on, and the little guy not in school all the time. I just have not been able to get anywhere. So I really am itching to get there. I love those stores. I always find good stuff there. And at a discount, a bargain. I am just really kind of guessing with this, guys, because I didn't keep it on 4 minutes on each one. And like I said, with these smaller ones, I'm not even sure I need to, with it being on the vinyl. On fabric, I know for sure it's 4 minutes with an iron. Seems like a long time. It does when you're on a live, for sure. Oh, and did you guys hear that tomorrow is like, I don't know if it's National Cinema Day or something like that, that movies are all like $3 and something tomorrow in movie theaters. Most movie theaters, I think, are participating. That's kind of cool. I've never heard of that before. I think maybe movie sale tickets are down and they're trying to get people back in the theaters. All right, guys, let's see. Let's see if we're done. Let's see if we're done. I want to feel this better now. Let's see if that feels like it's not sticky anymore. They're not tacky, but it's so hard for me to tell because of the vinyl. Ooh. Uh-oh. That's the dollar store vinyl. I hope it was heat. Uh-oh. I might have messed up on those, guys. Oh, there we go. It wasn't coming off. It's like already coming off of the... Ooh, I don't know about that one, y'all. Maybe I need to let it cool a little longer. That was one I was going to put on my cup. That one was for me. Yikes. That was the dollar store one. I did dollar store before, though. Maybe I just didn't let it cool enough before I tried to pull it off. I'm going to set that aside. Let it cool a little bit more. I do have another blue one, too, there. We'll see. Let it cool just a little more, and then I'm going to cut it out and show you guys how we do one more. I'm just going to hit it a little bit more and see if it makes any difference. So tell me if you would try this, guys, with ink. I love the versatility of our products. The transfers, these are silk screen. I made these from silk screen transfers, reusable transfers, self-adhesive, reusable dozens of times. And I used ink in this case, but I could also use chalk paste, and I could also use etching cream. So I love that I can kind of come up with my own ideas on how to use these transfers for cool projects. That's what I come on here and share with you guys. I love to do that. Let's see if I can pull these off without them pulling. And the Cricut kind comes off very easily. It doesn't try to pull the back off. Let's see if that feels any different. But the dollar, oh, that one's okay though. I don't know what happened to that one. I guess it was just still too hot when I pulled it off. Okay, so while that's cooling off, I am going to, we're going to go ahead and cut one out. Let's see what I can cut out that you guys can see well. I think this one will be good for cutting out, and it's not real big, so I can show you what we're going to do. All right, let me get these so I can see y'all. Oh, and I need to go to my favorite Dollar Tree too, the one I haven't been to. I don't know if I'm going to take one day and just go do all that. Just kind of go off by myself. I never get to do that anymore. And have as long as I want. I might just do that. Might be Sunday or Monday. I don't know. We'll see. I might just take Sunday afternoon and disappear. And then hang around Monday at the house. We'll see. That sounds fun to me. All right, I'm going to leave that there while these... Okay, so here we are. It's all done, all ready to go. And I am just going to take my little scissors and I am going to trim as close as I can to it. I need my light. To my image. You know, I have these little antennas, so I have to kind of keep that in mind. I don't want to do it too much. Like, I'm not going to go in between it, I don't think. Like between that and that. Try to just get close. Probably should start this way. Always forget. I could go right on the very edge if I wanted and not even do a border. And I'm hoping these will be just fine. So the reason I heat set these like this was because where they're going to be, they are not going to be covered They will get rained on. So I wanted to make them so that they would not be damaged or permanent. Otherwise, I could have done them in chalk paste. And if I was doing it actually on if I was doing it on a planter or something like that, or a sign, I would probably do it in chalk paste, and then I would just spray it with a clear adhesive if I was doing that. Anytime, you can use our chalk paste outside or on a surface that's going to be washed, but you do need to make sure, if you're using chalk paste like that, that you are spraying it with some kind of clear sealant, clear coat sealant, because it will eventually probably wear off, especially if it gets, you know, direct weather. I do know a lot of people that have said that they've had something outside in their yard and not done that and had no problem, or with extreme heat. But that's what I do. If I've taken the time to make something and I really like how it looks, I want to protect it. And when she said butterflies, I was like, oh my goodness, that's awesome. I actually have, you know, I didn't tell her, but I was like, she's like, you're crafty. Help me come up with an idea for out here. And I'm like, yep, I'm on it. I'll work on it. And then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, butterflies. Hey, I've got butterflies. What could I do with my butterflies? And I knew we'd want to give her a little kind of goodbye gift and thank you so much for all the care that you gave to our buddy. I gave her a nice little present. I thought it was a nice little present at the end of preschool, but I wasn't sure how much he'd be going this summer, and it just seemed like a good time to do that. All right, guys, so here we go. Now I have my cute little sticker. It's a sticker for her. She can just put it wherever she wants. Isn't that cute? And you can still see some of the pink, and it's just kind of different, but I love it. I would never cut all that out in there because, you know, that's supposed to reflect the color of the inside part of the wings of the butterfly. So wonder what's going on with this one. I'm going to just try this because I'm curious with my, okay, it feels different when I'm cutting it. The vinyl from the Dollar Tree, but I know I've done stickers out of this before. I feel like I have. So I bought this first. This is what I found first, and I was like, oh, I don't know. Is that okay to be heat set? And then I found the Cricut one pack, and I wanted multicolor. Of course, you know, I needed some bright colors. I didn't want just one color, and I didn't want just white or just black. I needed something with multicolors in it, and then I found it. There we go. My cute little light bulb. And guess what I'm going to put it on? So this was the mug I bought. I was thinking I was going to do for my kind of back to school mug, and I didn't get it done in time because you guys know I'm working too much. This was the cool one. Isn't this neat? I love this. When I found it, I was like, oh, I have to have that. It is so cool, but I don't think you can put it in it is a bamboo base. The lid only is dishwasher safe. So that I thought, oh, I don't know if I could put that in the oven and heat set it or not with the bamboo. I don't know. I'd have to research it, but I was thinking if not, I can just do some stickers and put on it, right? So that was the one I was going to do for back to school, and I didn't even get it done. So I don't know. Anyway, that's the idea for today, you guys. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. Let me know in comments what you think of this technique and these projects. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let's see if that feels any different. I think I'm gonna hit this one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. I think I'm gonna hit it one more time. Let me know what you think. And I promise next week we will get started on fall. It'll be after Labor Day. I will be on live tomorrow, Lord willing, and we will do our brand new Club Couture transfer for September. So I've got to come up with a project idea because I don't have one. So I hope you guys will come back and join me for that tomorrow. I would love to share that with you. And I did check, and the colors are rust. You guys know I showed you my rust last night that I got. It was rust and black and camel. Now camel is the one color I don't have, but I have something similar. So it's just like a tan color, obviously. Maybe with undertones of orange. But I have a dune, which I think will work fine if I wanted to, or I have other colors that I can use along with the rust and black to show you guys. But that's what you'll get for your single paste packets. It's going to be black, camel, and rust. So in case you were wondering, that's what's planned for that transfer for this month. And then I just have to come up with an idea for the surface. But yes, so I hope you guys will come back and join me for my Saturday Club Couture's project. I always do that on Saturdays. So hope you guys will come and join me for that tomorrow afternoon. And otherwise, I'm out of here because I got to get this done and on to other things. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Have a fantastic Friday night. And until I see you again, be blessed, be safe, and be healthy. And please hit that heart button and sprinkle the videos. All right, guys, thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.